Hey folks, welcome back to another review and thoughts on, and pretty much, I hadn't seen Insidious since it came out, um, back in 2010, possibly 11, but yeah, everybody was going crazy over it when it first came out, and, James Wan had his Saw films, of course, which I believe were before this, uh, but yeah, of course he did Dead Silence, which like concept. I like most of that film, and then the ending ruins it for me. Stupid downbeat. This as well, but then I can sort of deal with it because it's actually the second movie is like a two-parter of the second part of this first film, or it's like hidden. It's kind of hard to explain the second film. But I remember not minding the second one. The third one I actually like way more than the first and second, and I haven't seen the fourth one much. I need to watch that again. Um, but yeah, it's basically about two parents. They take drastic measures when it seems their new home is haunted, and their comatose son is possessed by a malevolent entity. So they need help with a psychic lady and her two buddies, assistants, to help save the son. So that's the premise, and you can already know what's going to happen. It's not a predictable film if you haven't seen a lot of supernatural ghost demon movies, I guess. It's good. It has good tension, creepy scenes, um, jump scares. I'm not too, into really. Um, but the acting in this is fine from everybody. Um, I know a lot of people seem to love Lin Shay, who plays um, the this out Elise, the psychic lady. I was never the biggest fan of Lin Shay at all. Like, I don't get the praise. Like, she was fine in this. She plays a better creepy old grandma or creepy old neighbor type. Like, but her like trying to be all sweet and everything. I'd rather see like she played a creepy, crazy, deranged character in that Grudge reboot sequel. I'm not sure what to call that movie that came out in 2020, I believe, or 2021 or 2019. I forget, but she had a part in that, and she played a role in that, which I thought she did better in that than she did here. As I bought her more crazy in that than this. But the fact that these other movies, the rest of the franchise, is gonna have her sprinkled in them. Either she's sprinkled in the second one, or she's extremely in the third one because it's a prequel. So I understand that. The fourth one, we have to, because then we have to go wait. Then that's another kind of it's a prequel sort of. So I really don't care about her as a actress. Nothing against her, like personally. It's just I don't care for her acting in these films. Um, but yeah, the other people, Rose Byrne as the wife. Notice she did pretty good in this. I liked her in Neighbors with Seth Rogen and Zac Efron. I love that film. Patrick Wilson, who will does the Conjuring films. Um, he's pretty good in this as well. Although I know they're doing a fifth film in talks, and I guess they're going to bring the Lambert family back because we didn't close that chapter with the second chapter, which should have been the final chapter for their family, but I guess not. Because the whole ending cliffhanger of this, in a way, leads into the second film, and then there's stuff that happens in this film it actually reflects in the second film, which I do like in a way. But it's shot fine. It's not too long. It actually goes at a pretty decent pace when it gets going. There was one scene I kind of laughed at when I thought was really goofy and laughable. Was when they're doing the. It's not a seance. I guess you could call it a seance. It's when they're all sitting around a table. Then she has to put like this gas mask on, this steampunk gas mask on. I guess could concentrate or whatever. I thought that was like the most laughable part of that scene because it's just her, just, and then she's like shaking and rocking out. It looked like she was like jamming out to whatever. Because it's trying to be creepy, but at the same time I'm laughing, and because she has this gas mask on. I don't know what that does. Um, but yeah, the ending I like the whole dad has to go rescue his son. Um, and then you find out stuff about the dad's history with astral projection. One negative I guess the second negative or nitpick I guess is they have two sons and a baby. Now I'm not sure. Maybe I blanked out, but I don't know what happened to the other brother of the Dalton character. It's in the coma or whatever. Because that kid totally just disappears from the rest of the film. They don't mention him, I don't believe. They probably did, but so maybe that's my fault. But yeah, they don't mention him at all. Like I was like wondering where's he at during all this, and the other one. But maybe that's my fault. But yeah, overall, I wouldn't say it's amazing. It's a decent film. It's well made, well acted, well shot. Uh, I would say it's one of James Wan's best films. I guess. I'm not really a big fan of his. I liked Malevolent with Malignant, the film Malignant that he did, which came out last year or a few 2 years or so back or a year ago. I like that film. I know a lot of people hated that. I don't understand why. That was cool. It was a horror, but it had action in it as well. Um, so, I don't know, but yeah, this is my thoughts on Insidious, the first one. It's an all right film. It's not one of my favorites. Um, Also, the look of the demon, the 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 main demon, he was all right. Like I didn't like how they shoehorned him in the prequel because like it made no sense for him to show up at the end stinger of that film because he doesn't do anything at the end. All he does is show up with a jump scare. But yeah, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, and yeah.